Welcome to Watchdog Daily. We're with you live for the next 45 minutes. This morning, flight delayed. A new rule means you should get compensation, but will the airlines pay out? Costa, Starbucks, Cafe Nero, coffee to go or drinking in, you'll be surprised who gets the best deal. And Christmas toys bound for the UK. The consumer cops clamp down on dangerous imports. First, Thomas Cook and Monarch, like all airlines, they're bound by EU regulations that say they should compensate you if your flight is cancelled or overbooked. Well, following a court judgment last month, you're now also entitled to a payout if your flight is held up for more than 3 hours. And as that rule applies retrospectively, it affects delayed flights going back 7 years. But just because the airlines are legally obliged to pay, it doesn't mean they always will. Here's Rani.
With millions of flights taking off and landing in the UK every day, there are bound to be some hitches. That's why the EU brought in those regulations to protect passengers. One regulation in particular.
The rule called EU 261 was introduced in 2004 to guarantee customers travelling within Europe or into Europe protection against delays, cancellations and denied boarding due to overbooking. The intention was to make sure that everybody got the same protection.
But some airlines don't always follow these rules, leaving passengers frustrated at best, out of pocket at worst. First up, delays. Noel and Marie Scotland were due to fly out to Corfu with Small Planet Airlines in August. But a 24-hour delay meant they spent the first day of their holiday at the airport rather than the beach.
We're rather annoyed about that, but you can cope with delays because we've been travelling to Greece now for over 30 years.
We waited around for about 2 hours and then they decided to put us in a hotel, so I was really made up then thinking, oh great, got somewhere to rest, you know, and freshen up and everything.
But the hotel stay didn't last long. After just 6 hours, the airline said it was time to move.
After we left the hotel, we thought we were going to fly off and we discovered that there was still a further delay. We thought we'd be sent back to the hotel, which was not the case.
Under the rules, the couple should have been given food and accommodation. The accommodation provided by Small Planet Airlines, the airport departure lounge.
We left all night at the airport.
There's only about 4 blankets between all the passengers, so that went to the children and the elderly, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we didn't get a blanket or a pillow or anything.
They didn't receive any compensation for the delay either, because according to EU rules at the time, they weren't entitled to any. But now they are, because the recent court ruling means any passenger can get at least €250 if their flight is held up for more than 3 hours. And that applies to delayed flights going back 7 years. So what about passengers whose flights don't take off at all? Robert Evans and Melissa Taylor were booked on a Thomas Cook flight from Tenerife to Bristol in September.